Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric, my co-host Brody right there. Having a little late night snack there. Thank you for joining us. Red Sox just came off a 4-game sweep of the Toronto Blue Jays. If you haven't checked out, especially that last game we just played from May 25th, check that one out. That was a good game. So anyway, today we're going to start a new series with the Detroit Tigers. We're going to be returning home to Fenway Park and hosting the Tigers. Milt Wilcox will be on the mound for the Tigers against Bill the Spaceman Lee, who I just saw pitch an Red Sox fans 1977 game against the Angels. Check out that series. You got a series going featuring Action PC Baseball, featuring the 1977 season. Red Sox are off to a great start in that one, so check that one out, especially if you're a Red Sox fan, or if you're just a baseball fan in general. But check out Red Sox fan. So anyway, let's get this game underway. I believe this is a 3-game set, Friday the 26th of May. So we're going to eventually, Al and I are going to compare. He's doing a 78 season doing Digital Diamond Baseball. So we're going to compare our stat-wise. We were going to do it at the end of May, but instead we're going to do it probably a little bit more towards the end of middle of June or so. I think he said he's on June 14th now. I'd taken a little break from it, gotten a little behind it. But yeah, so check that out when we do that. We'll probably do that on like Yahoo or Google Hangouts, I think is what we're going to do it on. But anyway, we'll let you know as it gets closer. Keep you informed with that. That'll be something fun to check out. So let's play some ball.
Welcome to the stadium for today's ball game.
Alrighty. So the Red Sox take the field here at Fenway. It's an average night. It looks like we have Kyle Yastrzemski again playing center field as he did in the last game of the series against the Blue Jays. So Fred Lynn might have a slight injury, but he is available on the bench. At least he was last game against Toronto, but he's not playing the outfield, at least to start the game. And we have Fred Kendall at first. Other than that, it's your normal Red Sox lineup. So Bill the Spaceman Lee takes the mound. He's had a little bit of a rough start to the season. He's 0-3 with a 4.37 ERA, 58 innings pitched, 63 hits, 17 walks and 13 strikeouts, and has allowed 6 home runs. So the Detroit Tigers lineup today is going to be Ron LaFleur, the center fielder, will lead it off. That's Mark Wagner, I believe, the shortstop. Yeah, Mark Wagner is the shortstop today. Batting second. Rusty Staub, the DH. Legrand Orange. Bat third. Jason Thompson is the first baseman batting cleanup. The left fielder Steve Kemp, and remember last time we played him, Steve Kemp he hit a couple of home runs in one of the games, or had a couple of home runs in the series. Can't remember exactly, but I know he did stuff against us. Johnny Walkenfuss will bat sixth and play right field. Catching is the rookie Lance Parrish. I think he was a rookie in 78. I know he had a baseball card from him, so I think he was a rookie. Could have been 77 though too. Aurelio Rodriguez is the third baseman batting 8th, and Steve Dillard, who played for the Red Sox in 77, is now with the Tigers in 78, will bat 9th and play 2nd. So that's your Detroit Tiger lineups. Around the floor, steps to the plate, hitting .301 in the replay with 15 runs batted in. And he's going to be up Lee's 6th column. And he'll pop it up the short. The Rooster Rick Burleson's under it and makes the catch for out number 1. Next up will be Mark Wagner, the shortstop, hitting .250 with 3 runs batted in. And again off the 6th column, which is where you want to be if you're a Red Sox fan. However, not there, as it's a single to right, the only spot on it with a hit, and he finds it. So a 1-out base runner. And bring up Rusty Staub, hitting .258 with a homer and 11 runs batted in. He would hit 24 home runs on the year, so he's off to a bit of a slow start in the home run category. And he's going to lace a single to left past the stretcher Burleson. And oh, hold on here. Let's see. I'm assuming that they wouldn't. I don't know why they're having Detroit be the computer controlled. I mean the human control team. But I assume that they would hold. So let me go back to check this up right here. We want Detroit checked by the. For some reason I had Boston as the team that I wanted controlled by the computer, but occasionally Strat-o-matic will do that. We'll switch the teams controlled to the other team. Anyway, so first and second with 1 down for Jason Thompson. He's hitting .242 with 2 homers and 17 runs batted in. The Red Sox playing back in double play depth. It's going to be ground ball to short, and it looks like they're going to get it. Burleson over to Remy, over to Kendall. 6-4-3, and down go the Tigers. So pitcher's best friend happens there. So Milt Wilcox takes the mound for the Tigers. He's 1-4 with a 4.42 ERA. So like Lee, he hasn't fared that well so far in the season. 37 innings pitched, 33 hits allowed, 14 walks and 26 strikeouts, and has allowed 3 home runs. Red Sox lineup is Rick Burleson, the shortstop, will bat first, followed by Jerry Remy, the second baseman. Batting third will be the left fielder Jim Rice. Kai Yastrzemski getting a start at center field, batting cleanup. Batting fifth will be the catcher Colin Fisk. Butch Hobson, the shortstop, that's third baseman, bats 6th. Brohammer, the DH, will bat 7th. Dwight Evans, the right fielder, bats 8th. He had a big game last game against the Blue Jays, both offensively and defensively. And batting 9th, the first baseman, Fred Kendall. Alright, so the Rooster Rick Burleson steps into the box, hitting .283 with a homer and 16 runs batted in. And hit a ground ball back to Wilcox. Throws the first. 1 down. Next up, Jerry Remy, hitting .315 with a homer and 15 runs batted in. And he will line out right to Wilcox. Great reaction play by Wilcox for out number 2. Next up is Jim Rice. Had a rough day his last game versus the Blue Jays, but did end up with a clutch hit in extra innings. He's hitting .333 with 13 homers and 41 runs batted in. And he's going to get a good pitch to hit here. However, he's going to ground it to Wagner for out number 3. So the Red Sox go in order in the first, and after 1 full, no score. So Lee will face Kemp, walking for some Parrish. Kemp comes into the game hitting .221 with 6 homers and 13 runs batted in. Off his 1 column. Going to be a ground ball to Kendall. waves Lee off and take the ball himself for out number 1. Check out some early scores. Cleveland leads Baltimore 1-0. The Yankees lead the Blue Jays 1-0. Minnesota leads California 2-1. Thomas has hit his 14th home run for Milwaukee. The White Sox lead the A's 1-0. Stone and Worth currently dueling. Seattle is edging Toronto 1-0. And here in Boston, in the second, no score. That's a 1 down now for Johnny Walkenfuss. Hitting .209 with 3 homers and 5 runs batted in. So off of Lee's 6th column. And he'll pop it up to Burleson. We'll drift over and make the catch for out number 2. Alright. Lance Parrish up now. Catcher's hitting .268 with 7 homers and 14 runs batted in. And he'll get a 2 column, which would be a strikeout swinging. So after a 1.5, no score. Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Hobson up for the Red Sox in the second. Yaz comes into the game with a .273 with 6 homers and 25 runs batted in. And he has a couple of triples, one of which he got in the last game against the Blue Jays, an RBI triple. Here's the windup in the pitch. And it's going to be a fly ball to right. Walkenfuss is off to the races, coming in fast, and he dives for the out. So great play by Walkenfuss to rob Yastrzemski of a base hit. Fisk up now. He's hitting .288 with 3 homers and 17 runs batted in. And he'll draw a 1-out walk. That'll bring up Butch Hobson with a runner on first and 1 down. Hitting .253 with 5 homers and 20 runs batted in. And it's going to have the 5 column, which is a good column for the Red Sox to be on Wilcox. And he'll lace a single past Thompson. 70% chance. I think we're going to send him. We'll try it. It's early. See if we can get there. I'm going to cut it off, so Fisk will advance to third, so runners at the corners. So now a fly ball, deep fly ball, will get Fisk home most likely. It'll bring up Brohammer, hitting .250 with 5 runs batted in. So he's going to get a good pitch to hit here, see what he does with it. And he'll draw, he'll lay off of it as it's a little bit low in the dirt, actually. So that'll load the bases for Evans, who had a big game last game, as we said. He had 2 home runs and also robbed Hutton of a 2-run homer, which proved to be big as the game went into extra innings. So Evans up now, hitting .258 with 6 home runs and 18 runs batted in. Bases loaded. And he'll lace a single to left. Fisk comes in. I think we're going to hold everybody else. So Red Sox take a 1-0 lead on an RBI single by Evans. Ooh, I maybe should have sent him. I mean, Fred Kendall is coming up now. Definitely a double play candidate here. Hitting just .143 and 14 at bats. That's about the best column you're going to find Kendall on here, so hopefully he can lace a single here. No, it'd be a line out to short, which is definitely better than a double play, but so 2 down now with the bases loaded for Burleson. And you have a ground ball to third. He'll throw over to first, and that'll do it for the Red Sox. But the Red Sox get on the board with an RBI single by Evans. So after 2, it's their Boston 1 and Detroit 0. So Lee has himself a lead now. He'll face Rodriguez, Dillard, and the top of the order, LaFleur. Aurelio Rodriguez is hitting .203 with 4 homers and 7 runs batted in. It's going to be a ground ball to Kendall. And he will field it, and no, he's unable to handle it. He did a Buckner on that one. It rolls right between his wickets. Error on Kendall. because he didn't get his glove down. So leadoff runner on E3. So Steve Dillard up now. He may be bunting. He needs a 211 hitter with 7 runs batted in. And he squares around. Ooh, we have a chance to get the runner at second. We're going to go for it. Oh, and he's safe. Just barely. So runners on first and second with nobody out, so they took a gamble and it didn't pay off. Too bad they didn't have instant replay. That was a close one there. So we're on the floor up now with runners on first and second. Nobody down. It's going to be a ground ball to first. Looks like Dillard will take it himself. Runners move up. Second and third now with 1 out, so that will, in effect, a sacrifice there. Brings up Wagner, who singled his first time up. And he'll pop it up to Remy. He'll drift back on the outfield grass and make the catch for out number 2. Rusty Staub up now. I think I'm gonna intentionally walk Staub to get to Thompson. Although it's a lefty-lefty thing here. Thompson's a lefty too, though. Yeah, I'm gonna walk Staub intentionally. So it's gonna load the bases. So I'm going to face Jason Thompson now, 0 for 1. Ooh. However, it's a ground ball to Remy. Over to Kendall, and the strategy pays off as Thompson is retired to end the inning. So the Detroit threatens but does not score. They load the bases. So after 2.5, it's Boston 1 and Detroit nothing. Jerry Remy will lead it off. It'll be Remy, Rice, and Yastrzemski. He grounded out his first time up. It's going to be a fly ball to Kempin left, who's got a 4 range, so a 1 to 11 will be a hit. And, ooh, looks like he's going to get himself a double as it's going to drop in and blow all the way to the corner. Maybe not the corner, but all the way to the wall anyway. Into the left field gap. And Remy has himself a leadoff double. So Jim Rice with an RBI opportunity now. He's got 41 on the year. He grounded out his first time up. And he's going to get a hold of one now. It's going to go up and over the Green Monster into the netting for a 2-run home run. So a 2-run homer by Rice. His 14th of the season. Red Sox now have a 3-0 lead. So Yastrzemski up now. Flied out his first time up. And he'll ground out to Dillard. Throw over to Thompson for out number 1. Fisk walked his first time up. And he'll strike out swinging this time for out number 2. Butch Hobson singled his first time up. It's going to be a fly ball to center. Floor is a 3 range, so 1 to 6 will be a hit, and it looks like it's going to fall in there ahead of the floor for a base hit. So Hobson has his second hit of the day. So it pops out of his glove, but they're going to call it a single anyway. So runner on first with 2 down, 2 runs already in. The 2-run home run by Jim Rice. Brohammer is up first. He walked his first time up. And he'll single up the middle. And we're going to hold Hobson at second. 2 down. Brings up Dwight Evans. He already has an RBI single. And he'll strike out looking. Out number 3. The Red Sox score 2 on the 2-run homer by Jim Rice. His 14th of the season. And they take a 3-0 lead going into the 4th. Kemp will lead it off. He grounded out his first time up. And he'll hit a fly ball to Yastrzemski. He drifts over and makes the catch. So 1 down now. Cleveland and Baltimore knotted at 1. Wise and Bryles currently dueling. The Yankees are shutting out Toronto 4-0. California ahead of Milwaukee 8-2. So that's good news for the Red Sox, other than the New York game. But Milwaukee is only 2 games behind, so that's good. 2 at 2.5. White Sox in front of Oakland 5-2. Stone comfortably ahead for Chicago. Seattle and Texas tied at 1. McLaughlin and Alexander dueling. So Walkenfuss up now. He popped up his first time up. Then he'll pop up again. This time to Remy. So 2 down now for Lance Parrish. Struck out his first time up. This time he'll ground back to Lee. Flips over to Kendall for out number 3. So the Tigers go in order in the 4th. Yeah. And after 3.5, it's the Red Sox 3 and Detroit and the Tigers nothing. Kendall lined out his first time up. He's going to get a good pitch to hit here. However, he's going to miss it for out number 1. Top of the order, Rick Burleson up now. He's grounded out twice. And busts inside, and he can't get out of the way, so Burleson gets hit by the pitch. It looks like he'll be alright. So he'll be on first with a 1-out hit by pitch. Remy doubled his last time up and came around to score on the Jim Rice's 2-run homer. It's going to be a fly ball to center. Before it reaches up and makes the catch. So 2 down now for Jim Rice. 1 for 2. Got a 2-run home run his last time up. And he'll draw a walk this time. So first and second for Yastrzemski. 0 for 2 on the day. And he's going to hit one to right. Got good wood on that one. Backpedals quickly up with the glove. And Walkenfuss will make the catch to retire the side. So after 4 full, still 3-0 Red Sox. Emilio Rodriguez up now. Reach on error by Kendall. And he'll single to left. As Rice will have to play that one on a hop. So leadoff runner on for the Tigers. So Steve Dillard up now. He's going to get a good pitch to hit and hit it through the hole first base. So runners at the corners now. So a floor. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And this could be 2. Ground ball to short. Burleson over to Remy for 1. Back to first. Double play. Rodriguez scores on the play, and it's 3-1 game now. No RBI in the play. Where are you? Right here. Oh, here he is. Miss Maggs has joined us too. Alright. So 3-1 game now from Mark Wagner. He's 1 for 2 on the day with the bases empty. Hey, Mr. Brody. Come to join us. You're going to sit down in your co-host seat. And he'll lace a single up the middle. So I was just going to say, mentioned before the inning started that Lee had only given up 2 hits, but he's given up 3 so far in this inning. But thanks to a double play, it hasn't really hurt him that bad. Rusty Staub up now. Singled and intentionally walked last time up. Wagner sneaks away from the base. Lee gives a quick move to first. Wagner's back safe. Now here's the windup in the pitch to Staub. And he'll hit a hard liner to short. Burleson makes the catch. Detroit scores 1 run with 3 hits and 1 man left. And after halfway through, it's 3-1 Red Sox. So Fisk will lead it off. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. He's going to hit a fly ball to left. Kemp's under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So Butch Hobson He's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Average up to 263. And he's going to hit another single up the middle, so he's 3 for 3 with 3 singles. So to bring up Brohammer, he's 1 for 1 with a walk. And he'll hit a line at a Wagner for out number 2. Dwight Evans up now. RBI single in the second and struck out in the third. And Evans is going to get a hold of one here, and this one is going to go over the green monster, over the netting, over everything. And Evans has hit his 3rd home run in 3 days. Way out of here. So a 2-run home run by Evans, and it's now a 5-1 lead. So Evans is having himself a heck of a couple games here, after having a fairly quiet road stand. Or road trip, I should say. Road stand, I guess you'd call it, with the road against the Blue Jays, and now home against the Tigers, so a road stand. And Kendall will pop one out. No, it looks like it's going to go to right field. Walkness makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But Dwight Evans is a 2-run homer, and it's now a 5-1 Red Sox lead. So Bill Lee's got a little bit of cushion here, looking to get his first win in the season. Brings up Thompson, 0 for 2. He's going to get a good pitch to hit here, though. And he's going to lace a single up the middle. Strzemski will have to play it on the bounce. So Thompson's hitting streak has been extended to 8 games. Brings up Steve Kemp, 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll hit a hard line and a short. Burleson will make the catch for out number 1. Walkenfuss up now. He's popped out twice. Oh, and he'll get hit by a pitch. As it hits his shoe, and he's going to be awarded first. So, runners on first and second with 1 down for Lance Parrish. Red Sox playing back in double play depth. Oh, come on, 7 or 8. And it's going to be a 7, so it's going to be Burleson over to Remy for 1, back to first, double play. So 6-4-3 double play, and that'll end the Tigers' 6th inning. Check out the scores there if you like. Let's see, Yankees still winning, and California's all over Milwaukee, 11-3 now. Among some other scores there. So Burleson up now. He'll lead it off here for the Red Sox in the 6th. He was grounded out twice and was hit by a pitch. And now he hit a fly ball to right. And it's hugging the line, Walkenfuss at the fence, and it's just foul. Now he's going to fly one to left field. Kemp will make the catch for out number 1. Great diving catch by Kemp. Brings up Jerry Remy. He's 1 for 3 with a double. And he'll ground it back to Wilcox. He'll throw over to Thompson for out number 2. Jim Rice up now. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. And swinging a miss. Strike 3. So that'll be it for the Red Sox as they go in order in the 6th, and they lead it by 4 going into this top of the 7th. Mr. Brody's getting that 7th inning stretch question ready. So Emilio Rodriguez up now, 1 for 2. And run scored. Ground ball to Burleson. And he will make the play as he's a 1 range. Normally that would have been a hit for just about anybody else. That's not a 1. So one out in the Detroit 7th. Steve Dillard up now, 1 for 2. 1 for 1 with a single. And a sacrifice fielder's choice. And it looks like Lou Whitaker is going to come in the pinch hit for Dillard. Whitaker is hitting .303 with 6 runs batted in. It's going to be a ground ball to third. And dangerous range play for Hobson here. He's able to field it, but will he field it cleanly? No. Here's a Hobson error. We haven't had one in a while. So he scoops it up and throws the first. So the throw pulls Kendall off the bag, and Hobson will be credited with an error. So Whitaker's on with 1 down. Brings up LaFleur, he's 0 for 3. And he'll draw a walk. So runs on first and second with 1 down. Brings up Mark Wagner, is 2 for 3 on the day. Oh, and he finds that single right there. So that's going to load the bases. Oh, no place to put Staub this time. He's going to have to bear down here. Red Sox hoping to get the double play and get out of this. Good chance here. It's going to be a pop-up to first. Kendall makes the catch for out number 2. The Red Sox are 1 out away from getting out of this. Walken was 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. And the Red Sox dodge another blow. It's a fly ball to right. Evans makes the routine catch. And once again, the Tigers strand a bunch of runners and are unable to score. Hey, Mags. Got Miss Mags here, is in the house. How you doing, Mags? Being a good girl? Oh, Miss Mags decided she'd bring the... Oh, both Miss Mags and Mr. Brody. No, actually just Miss Mags. She brought me the trivia question here. So name one of the 2 American League pitchers who won 30 or more games twice in succession. Oh, man. 30 more games twice. Games, that's a lot. Early on, like dead ball era or shortly after that. I'm gonna go with American League though, huh? I'll go with Walter Johnson. Who's Senators are American League, right? Yeah. Walter Johnson, that's my guess. So lock in your answers. Here we go. Cy Young and Walter Johnson. So Cy Young was 1901 and 1902 for the Red Sox, and Walter Johnson 1912 and 1913 with the Senators. That's a good question, Miss Mags and Mr. Brody. Alright, so Detroit's going to make a couple defensive, make a defensive change. Whitaker, who pinched hit for Dillard last inning, is going to come in to play second base. He's a 2 range with a E22. So the Red Sox still have the 4-run lead thanks to some Houdini act by Bill Spaceman Lee there. Yastrzemski's 0 for 3 on the day. Wilcox at 120 pitches. And he'll get Yastrzemski swinging for out number 1 here in the 7th. So Carlton Fisk up now. He's walked, struck out, and flied out. And he'll fly out again to center. So 2 down the Red Sox 7th. Brings up Butch Hobson. He's been up 3 times and he's singled 3 times. See if he can keep his perfect day going. Nope, as he strikes out. For out number 3, so the Red Sox go in order in the 7th. And after 7 full, it's Boston 5 and Detroit 1. So Steve Kemp 0 for 3 on the day. Bill Lee back out there after 121 pitches. Action going in the Red Sox pen. After yesterday's long game, though, they're going to try to get as much as they can out of Lee. And it's going to be a deep fly ball to right. Evans is under it. And he hauls it in on the warning track. So, one down for Johnny Walkenfuss. He's 0 for 2 and was hit by a pitch. It's going to be a fly ball to Evans. He should have this one easily. And he does for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down in the Detroit 8th. Brings up Lance Parrish 0 for 3. He had a ground ball to Remy. Scoops it up, throws over to first. And that'll do it. So the Tigers also go in order in the 8th. So after 7.5, still a 5-1 lead for the Red Sox. Broham with the DH is up now, 1 for 2 with a walk. He's going to get a good pitch to hit here. And he's going to hit this one deep. It's going to go off the wall in center. As LaFleur tries to make a diving catch just out of his reach. And he'll coast in the second with a leadoff double. Dwight Evans up now, 2 for 3 with a home run. 3 runs batted in. Another great day. Back-to-back games for Evans. And he'll draw a walk with corners. So, first and second now for Fred Kendall. He's 0 for 3 on the day. He'll get a good pitch to hit here. See what he does with it. And Kendall is going to hit one to the opposite field. It's going to go in the corner. Extra bases. Brohammer comes in to score. We're going to send Evans to with a 175% chance. And they're going to cut it off, allowing the run to score. So double for Kendall. 2 runs batted in. And the Red Sox extend their lead to 7-1 now. Still nobody out. Kendall at second for Rick Burleson. And that's going to be it for Wilcox. Jack Morris is going to come on here. Interesting. Jack Morris, the young Jack Morris, comes in the bottom of the 8th. Morris has appeared in 5 games so far. He's got a record of 2-2 with a 1.96 ERA, so making a relief appearance here early in his career. And Burleson will ground out to third. Kendall will hold. So 1 out. Jerry Remy up now. He's 0 for 4 in the day. Well, 1 for 4 in the day with a double. And he's going to hit a ground ball to short. Looks the runner back and throws the first. They're out number 2. Jim Rice up now. He's 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run back in the 3rd. And he'll draw a walk. So they'll bring Yastrzemski up, hitless on the day. But he'll draw a walk, and that'll load the bases once again for the Red Sox. So Fisk 0 for 3 with a run scored. And he's going to hit one to Wagner over to Thompson, and that'll do it. The Red Sox add 2 more runs on a... Look at that one. 2. Oh, a 2-run double by Fred Kendall. That's right. So everybody's getting in on the action today. Let's see. So we're gonna try to get Lee a complete game here. 127 pitches, see what he can do. And Rodriguez is going to fly out to Evans and right for out number 1. So Tigers are down to the last 2 outs. Some final scores. Baltimore beats Cleveland 5-1. Browns the winner, 1-2. Wise takes a loss, 4-4. The Yankees hold on to down the Blue Jays 4-2. Beatty the winner, 2-2. Garvin takes a loss. His record drops to 2-6. California manhandled Milwaukee 16-4. Ossie the winner, 3-5. Travers takes a loss, 1-2. Chicago squeezes by Oakland 6-4. Stone the winner, 3-3. Worth takes a loss. His record drops to 4-2. And Texas tops Seattle 5-1. So Whitaker will lead it. Well, will be up now. Corner's playing in with one down here in the ninth. He reached down to Era, his only at bat of the game. And he'll draw a walk. Third walk of the day by Lee. Brings up LaFleur. He's 0-3 with a walk. And he will hit a hard line to Hobson. Reaches up and catches it. So the Tigers are down to their last out. And they just need a touchdown now to win it. A couple field goals to tie. So Rodriguez up now. He's 3-4. Ooh, and single up the middle, so Tigers aren't dead yet. So I think they're going to give Lee one more batter as Whitaker moves to third, so runners at the corners. And here we go, column 6. And Staub will pop out to Kendall, and that'll do it. So Bill Lee gets his first win in the season, pitches a complete game effort there with allowing 1 run on 8 hits. Check out the box score. So the Red Sox beat the Tigers 7-1. Lee pitches a complete game. Scattered 8 hits, just allowed 1 run. 3 walks and 1 strikeout. The ERA dips below 4 to 3.92. He's now 1-3 on the season. Milt Wilcox falls to 1-5, 7 innings pitched, 10 hits allowed, 7 runs, all of them earned, 4 walks and 6 strikeouts. Jack Morris comes in and pitches an inning. Oops. Let's see. Jerry Remy 1-5 with a run scored. Burleson 0-4. Rice 1-3 with a 2-run homer. Stremski 0-4. Fisk 0-4. Hobson was 3-4 with a run scored. Rohammer 2-3 with a run scored. White Evans, another good game for him. 2-3 with a 2-run homer. 2 runs batted in, 3 RBIs. And Fred Kendall even had a hit. 1-4 with a couple RBIs. For the Tigers, Wagner had 4 hits, 4 for 5. And he's the only hitter with multiple hits. The Tigers managed just 8 hits against Lee. Red Sox did commit 2 errors by Hobson and Kendall. Alright, let's check the standings really quick. Mr. Brody joins us to close out the game. We can have a couple more minutes here with Mr. Brody. There we go. Check out some stats here. The Red Sox improved to 29-15. Milwaukee, as we said earlier, lost today big. So they fall to 20.16, so they're 3 games out. The Yankees are still 6 games out as they win today. Kansas City maintains a 3-game lead on Texas and California. So that's going to be it as the Red Sox hold on. Well, not hold on, but the Red Sox cruise by pretty much the Detroit Tigers, who are now 18-22. So thank you for joining me. Mr. Brody comes in to close it out. Did you have a nice little nap there, Mr. Brody? Yeah? You probably can't see him as it's a little dim in here. But thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming and my co-host, Mr. Brody. This is a game from October 26th, and let's see tomorrow's, quickly check out tomorrow's matchup. tomorrow it'll be Dave Rosma against Louis El Tiante. So that should be a good matchup there. So thank you for joining me. Again, it looks like Fred Lynn is out. This has been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. My co-hosts, Mr. Brody and Miss Mags. Thank you for that great trivia question, Miss Mags and Mr. Brody. So we will see you in the next Strat-o-matic 1978 Red Sox replay. From now on, take care and God bless. Bye-bye. Saying goodnight, Mr. Brody. Say goodnight to everybody. We gotta go night-night. It's getting tired here. Right? Say night-night to everybody. Say, Al, enjoy your breakfast. Alright. Bye-bye now.